sports page with the Orlando Sentinel and FM 96.9 The Game's Mike the Bulldog Bianchi.
On JRR.
Mike the Bulldog Bianchi sports page here on JRR, brought to you by Kaufman and Lind Injury Attorneys. Hello there, doggy.
Hello, guys. How does it feel?
What?
How does it feel to live in the number one sports destination in the country?
You wrote an article on that, huh?
I saw that.
Number one. We're number one. Sports, the esteemed Sports Business Journal has named Orlando the number one sports destination, the number one sports business city in the country, because we attract events to this town like nobody else. So go read my column, and yes, we're number one. Okay, we don't have any Super Bowl trophies. We don't have any NBA championships. But when it comes to attracting events, nobody's better than Orlando. Think how good we could. And by the way, guys, remember a couple weeks ago I told you there was going to be a big announcement about a international soccer thing coming to Orlando?
Yeah.
There's going to be another big announcement today, so keep an eye out.
Well, why don't you just say it, break it right here on the sports page on JRR?
It's been embargoed. I'm not allowed to do that. But about 10 a.m. this morning, there's going to be a major announcement of another mega event coming to Orlando that will sell out Camping World Stadium.
Is this one that Massey's involved in that he won't show up or won't play?
That's funny, Taco Bob.
Nice.
By the way, we're going to have Orlando Mayor Buddy Dyer on our show at 8 a.m. this morning to talk about Orlando being number one. I used to laugh at Buddy when he would always call Orlando the number one sports destination in America, and I go, okay, whatever, Buddy. But hey, he's got some proof now.
Does that take into account drawing in everything from youth sports all the way through,
Absolutely.
Okay, on that level, I can see that because of all the
Disney Wide World of Sports.
Mm-hmm.
If we had a NFL caliber football stadium, oh my God, can you imagine the events we would get?
Yeah, powerhouse.
We would have World Cup soccer coming here in 2026.
Yeah.
By the way, Orlando is going to bid for the Women's World Cup as well.
We'd probably have the Jags as well if we had that football stadium. Just for at least that interim when their stadium's
Well, we still may
done.
get them for the interim because Camping World Stadium's refurbishing should be done by the time the Jaguars start their renovation. So there's a good chance the Jaguars will play here for at least one season. So anyway, Orlando Magic could clinch a spot in the postseason tonight, guys, against the Charlotte Hornets, who are terrible. All the Magic need to do, win tonight, all right? And that gives them 41 wins on the season, and that would be enough to clinch at least the 10 spot in the East, all right? A play-in spot. The number 7 through 10 seeds in each conference compete in the play-in for the number 7 and 8 spots in the playoffs. Of course, the Magic goals are much higher than that.
Sure.
But just the fact that they could clinch a spot in the postseason tonight, pretty big deal. It's been a while, right?
Yeah, agree.
Yeah. So hopefully the Magic will win that game. The Magic could they're sitting in the 4 seed right now. I was looking at the standings this morning. They're one game. I'm sorry, they're in the 5 spot right now. They're one game behind the 4 spot. The Knicks unfortunately won last night, but they're only 3 games out of the 3 spot and 4 games out of the 2 spot. So
baby steps,
they have more home games remaining than any of the top teams in the Eastern Conference. So we'll see what happens coming down the stretch here. UCF versus USF in the NIT. War on I-4 will be, what's the word I'm looking for?
Reconstituted?
Yeah, it'll
Resumed?
be reconstituted tonight in the NIT, 9 p.m. kickoff. Tip-off, so...
Kickoff.
Yeah, well, I'm still thinking about football. 9 p.m. tip-off. By the way, did you bring this up yesterday, Lynch? All these teams that are, turning down a chance to play in the NIT?
No, but I saw the story. They're pissed. They're pissed because they got.
Okay, get over it. What a bunch of big babies like Indiana, St. John's, Rick Pitino. They're bitching and moaning about not getting into the NCAA tournament, so they've refused to play in the NIT. We're going to take our ball and go home. What a bunch of babies. Good Lord. Get your mediocre basketball teams in the NIT and play the games, you bunch of babies. FSU opens football practice today. Obviously, big season for FSU last year that ended in disappointment when they didn't get into the college football playoff. They've got a lot of changes this year. New quarterback, new receivers, new running back. It's not like last year when they brought most of their talent back. It's going to be interesting to see what Mike Norvell does with this team this year. What's your prediction for a FSU record this year?
On your comment about a whole new team, I mean, there's lots of teams you can say that about now just because of the aspect of the portal changing the face of college football every year.
Oh, absolutely. But last year, you'll remember, FSU had some players who could have gone to the NFL who came back, like Jared Verse, their defensive tackle, who could have been a first-round draft pick. This year, they lose their 2 starting receivers are gone. Not to the transfer portal so much, but to the NFL. Jordan Travis, obviously, is gone. So it's going to be interesting to see.
So what do you think?
I'm still
a little bit of a
FSU.
down year?
Well, I don't think they're going to go undefeated again, but yeah, I think they should win 9 or 10.
Okay.
That's solid.
So, yeah. So, by the way, did you see Alabama's new coach, Kalen DeBoer, signed an 8-year, $11 million per year contract, almost fully guaranteed.
$11 million a year?
$11 million a year, almost. It's 90% guaranteed. His buyout, though, if he were to leave, is only $5 million. So here's how screwed up that is. Say Alabama inexplicably goes 3-9 next season, and the school wanted to fire Kalen DeBoer. They would owe him about $70 million. But if he wanted to quit and leave for another job, he would owe them just $5 million.
Wow.
How screwed up is that?
Yeah. I want his agent.
Right, Jimmy Sexton. Everybody wants his agent. Yeah.
All right, Bulldog. Lightning skate late tonight in Vegas. The Bulldog, you can catch him hosting open mic on AM 740 and FM 96.9 The Game on adjacent to us, and he takes time out of his busy schedule to pop in here for the sports page each morning on JRR, brought to you by Kaufman and Lind Injury Attorneys.
Listen to Under Oath with attorney Jeff Kaufman every Saturday, 7:30 a.m. on FM 96.9 The Game. Catch extended versions of Under Oath by searching Under Oath with Jeff Kaufman on your favorite streaming platform.
Let's talk